The Iranians are yet again requesting talks with the United States. I'm Marika Schroeder with your breaking news developments at the top of the hour. US President Donald Trump told the press aboard Air Force One late on Monday that Tehran has requested a meeting with Washington. The president further noted that this course of action by the Iranians reaffirms America's military success against Iran, noting that if things weren't going well, Tehran wouldn't have reached out for talks. His comments follow an earlier decision on Saturday to suspend a 2-week campaign of airstrikes against Iran to allow for negotiations.
We've pretty much destroyed their military. They want to meet, and we're meeting. We'll see what happens. There's a chance we can make a deal. Without what we did, they wouldn't even be talking to us. They requested a meeting through their surrogates and directly. And we're meeting, and, good things can happen. I guess oil dropped very big today. Stock markets, as of about an hour ago, was like through the roof. But no, they requested a meeting. They would not have requested the meeting if we were doing poorly. The only reason they want to meet is because we've been hitting them very hard. Yeah.
How much patience do you have left with Iran, sir?
I have plenty of time. Plenty of time. Their whole shoreline's wiped out. The strait is in very good shape. And we're talking right now. They wanted to talk. Their people said, please don't shoot last night, the night before, 2 nights. Don't do it. We're having good talks. So we'll see what happens. I think there's a good chance that something can happen. And if it does, good. If it doesn't, we go back to doing what we were doing 2 days ago.
Amid complex US-Iran talks, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is scheduled to sit down with President Trump today for their first in-person meeting since the Iran conflict began on February 28th. With the war top of the agenda, Netanyahu stated ahead of his departure to Washington that his main priority is to ensure the security, strength, and future of Israel. Despite some differences in recent months, President Trump affirmed on Monday that he and the Prime Minister remain largely aligned on Iran.
אני בדרכי לוושינגטון לפגישה עם ידידנו נשיא ארצות הברית דונלד טראמפ. זו הפגישה השמינית שלי איתו מאז שהוא נבחר לנשיא בקדנציה השנייה שלו. יותר מכל מנהיג בינלאומי אחר, זו זכות גדולה, אבל זו גם אחריות גדולה. מניסיוני כראש הממשלה, צריך לפעול בזמנים המורכבים האלה גם בנחישות גדולה וגם בתבונה גדולה. אנחנו נדון בכל הנושאים שעל הפרק, בראשם איראן, וכמובן שהמטרה שלנו היא לשמור על ביטחוננו וגם להרחיב את מעגל השלום סביבנו. אני יוצא לשליחות הזאת עם מטרה אחת ברורה, להבטיח את ביטחונה, עוצמתה ועתידה של מדינת ישראל היקרה שלנו. ואני יוצא גם למטרה נוספת, לחלוק כבוד אחרון לידידנו, ידיד אמת שלי ושל מדינת ישראל, לינזי גרהם, מגדולי ידידיה של מדינת ישראל בכל הזמנים. ואני בטוח שבעניין הזה אני מייצג גם אתכם, אזרחי ישראל.
The Prime Minister's visit is paired with his attendance of the late US Senator Lindsey Graham's funeral, also holding today. Increased security is expected at the Washington National Cathedral as the Israeli Prime Minister, President Trump, and the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky will be in attendance. Zelensky confirmed his arrival in the States this morning, where he is expected to hold talks with President Trump, following the US leader's sit-down with the Prime Minister from Israel. Zelensky said that anti-ballistic defense and strategic cooperation with America is the #1 priority for his meetings with the President and his team. And Zelensky's trip to Washington comes off the back of his meeting with the UK's new Prime Minister on Monday at the Portsmouth Naval Base on England's south coast. The visit saw Andy Burnham reaffirm Britain's support for Ukraine, with the announcement that the UK will share sensitive drone jamming technology with Kyiv. Zelensky also took the opportunity to push for additional ballistic missile interceptors. Burnham marks the 5th British Prime Minister to engage with Zelensky since the war began in 2022.
Vladimir, you are the first leader I have welcomed in person since taking office, and that is no accident. It is intended to send a very clear message. We are with Ukraine 100%. I am personally with you 100%, Mr. President, and I will honour every commitment this country has made to Ukraine in full. The whole country is with you, and let me tell you what that means in practical terms. First, we will continue to help you fight and defend your nation. As a sign of our intent, I can announce today that we are going further. We're providing new, homegrown jamming technology to protect Ukrainian drones. It will help them to hit their targets and help save Ukrainian lives. We will support you to get to a full and unconditional ceasefire. Ukraine has already changed the story of this war. You are turning the tables on Russia. So we will keep up the pressure, pushing for a ceasefire and a resumption of negotiations, which must have Ukraine at the table and include a strong voice for Europe too.
Stay tuned to our Love World news stations for more updates from around the globe.